upset with me because in his words, "Sweetie, you need to stop spending so much money on DoorDash. Ordering it 3 times a day is not appropriate and we need to start living within our means." Honey, it sounds like you have an income problem, not that I have a spending problem. Start earning more money and we won't have these issues. So I took his credit card that we share and I booked a vacation for my daughter Richard and I. Make more money, darling.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
What's up guys, it's Ryan here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about something interesting by the celebrity drunk. Honestly, that is quite an interesting name, but yeah, let's get on with the video, shall we? Bobbi Althoff's cheek are going out set. What is the title of this video?
Bobbi Althoff, or Althoff, I don't know what her name is. She's a young European Jewish lady. And again, you know, I always want to talk about this because so many black men be ready to co-sign white women, right? White women are this, white women are that.
Oh, so he's taking it from that type of perspective, huh? Okay.
She literally has nobody mind control. Dr. Umar, do something!
And women, I would consider Jewish women, white women, all of them, it's just cheek clapping it up. I mean, it's just gonna be, it's wild. They better than a black woman, all of that, okay? And so they have so much respect. And Bobbi Althoff, that was the case when she was married, all right? And at the time, I think Bobbi Althoff, her husband was Corey Althoff. I believe that they were together for some time. And
okay, before I go on with this video, if you don't know who Bobbi Althoff is, she's a podcaster who had like 15 minutes of fame on TikTok. She used to like be a mom channel. I never knew her from a mom channel. I knew her from a podcast. She used to podcast with people like Drake.
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Famous celebs, and pretty much that's how she pretty much got her fame. She's been ousted as a, you know, an industry plant for over the years, but a whole lot has been going on with her, with a lot of controversies based on her ethics, what she is as a person.
And he is an executive, talented man. He's a software engineer and things like that. He graduated from Clemson University. They get married, they have 2 girls. Now, Bobbi then becomes you know, who she is in the media and all of that. You know, we can kind of really understand, like, she started really being, you know, disrespectful toward the guy and putting it out there on social media. I mean, again, this is what young women can do. This is how they can act, you know, just being entitled, not appreciating. And she tried to delete this, but it was already too late.
My husband says he's
How old is she? I swear she's in her late, yeah, 27. 27 is young.
upset with me because in his words, "Sweetie, you need to stop spending so much money on DoorDash. Ordering it 3 times a day is not appropriate and we need to start living within our means." Honey, it sounds like you have an income problem, not that I have a spending problem. Start earning more money and we won't have these issues. So I took his credit card that we share and I booked a vacation for my daughter Richard and I. Make more money, darling.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
This is a 6. I think like she's an 11, bro. Like social media has really made some women really think them acting like this is justifiable. He makes up for sure 100K plus a year. The you mean make more money? And she posted this on social media to get like some kind of validation. Like, clout is a hell of a drug, man.
So that happened, right? After basically disrespecting the husband, he did this.
Bobbi Althoff's husband, Corey, just filed for divorce.
Justifiable.
Now, Bobbi and Corey were married back in January of 2020 and were married for about 3.5 years before they separated and no longer were living with each other in July of last year. Just so you have a reference of roughly when they were separated during Bobbi's career, this was around the time that she did her interview with Drake. Once they were separated, Corey and her were no longer living with each other for about 6 months before he officially filed for divorce this week. And before people say, oh, he's probably divorcing her so he can get a piece of the money that she made from her very successful podcast, Corey's actually a senior vice president of a very successful company, and so they're both really...
Oh, so yeah, he is part of a successful company. What is she complaining about?
And alongside with that, when he filed for divorce, he checked a box saying that he doesn't want alimony, meaning that neither of them have to pay one another after the divorce. The reason that he wrote down for the divorce is that since July, they've had irreconcilable differences, and that honestly, it's just not possible for them to stay together.
No shit.
Around getting her cheeks clapped by several different NBA players or NFL.
Damn! Immediately as they divorce, she's already going left and right, bro. That's crazy.
Players, I think Sean Bunting Murphy was one of the guys, and thought things were going to be different. But that disrespectful attitude that she had with the white man, she brought it to the black man.
Just like hard to imagine finding someone who is like truly good for you. It's hard to imagine there's a world where there's like someone who's actually meant for you.
I would give the pain a 10. A lot of people do tell you it's not that bad and things like that, but me personally, it hurt it really, 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 really bad.
There's really no tea. I have nothing negative to say about said person. Me and my ex-husband broke up
I ain't gonna hold you, the CIA really won. We have come to a point where we're talking about marriage in the sense that the only reason why you divorce someone is because they didn't text you good morning at night.
Shawty trifling. She must be from Dirty Dogs.
Shorty trifling.
Oh God.
She must be from Dirty Dogs.
That's what I'm saying.
July of 2023, and I didn't talk to anybody else or anything for about a year after. And then I got lonely. Met a guy around Thanksgiving, and I think things moved really fast. I don't know. I thought it was fate. Clearly it wasn't. It was really sweet, really thoughtful.
I mean, bro is gonna be sweet when he's just trying to cap them cheeks.
Who's that?
It's my mother.
You have her eyes.
Get this bum out of here.
And he he just was very thoughtful. And I think that it raised the bar for me, which sometimes sucks because then it's like, I didn't want the bar to be raised at all. But
the fuck you mean you don't want the bar to be raised? You dated a software engineer who was making at least 100K. You divorced him and then decided to go for an athlete because that's what you felt you deserved.
Nevertheless, it didn't work out. He broke up with me. Then he ended his breakup. Then I broke up with him. And then when I tried to undo my breakup, there was no undoing it. He was done. So
may I remind you again, this woman is 27. We are cooked as a society if this is the amount of women, or honestly dudes, that are just roaming around the earth. You chose this. Don't complain on the internet when everything is not smooth sailing. It's so dumb.
Yeah, that's the tea.
Oh my god, and she even says tea as well.
Oh my goodness. I can't take it anymore. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
Dating is just hard, you guys. Like,
you were in them.
Man, I don't know what to think no more, man.
Okay, de-escalate. No one's messing with your head.
Get out of me.
Nobody's messing with your head.
Get out of me head.
So hopefully I find someone. Like, I tear up every time I say that because I don't believe I'm going to.
And now this is still happening.
She really sold her soul. Bobbi Althoff, you know what I'm saying? She was married.
No, that's mad crazy. That's crazy to up her name, butcher her name like that, man.
With a kid, and then she sold her soul, and now she's getting passed around by a bunch of rappers. Had a daughter, and you
by a bunch of what?
Could get passed around by a bunch of BBCs.
And Bobbi Althoff has found that out because, listen, you're a single mom now, and the black dudes ain't got to put up with your stuff. But then your husband that you left, you can't go back because of that disrespectful ass attitude. So now you're just getting passed around and you're only a clap mission. And again, like I said, many times ladies go from number one to one of many. I'm going to say it again. Going from number one to one of many. You become an all-American clap session.
All-American clap session is diabolical.
It's an all-American clap session now. It's true. You are an all-American clap session, honey. And you did it to yourself.
This is a social media thing. Yes, it is an interracial relationship thing. I think he took it from that aspect. This is a channel where they talk about interracial relationships. It's a celebrity junk for a reason, man. Social media has really ruined the idea of a partnership where someone can see their partner, actually appreciate their partner for what they're doing, and just move forward. She is a housewife. This man pays for not only her, but her kid. You're 27. You've been in a relationship with him for like years, right? So she didn't go from 21 to 27. That's not an excuse, and you can still build up that spark. Now, if it's mainly transactional, if he had paid you off to get married, that's a different part. Like, I don't know their marriage, so I'm not gonna judge. But also at the same time, I am gonna judge how you treated the divorce like it's just another breakup and another thing. No, there are things that have to be involved. He didn't want to take any money from you because he doesn't want to deal with you anymore. And there's a reason. You're a single mom now. You did not even think far about it, and you assume that every man that is trying to date you is trying to be with you long term. You go from that getting famous, you assume that the grass is greener on the other side. You go into the streets, you discover that the streets are not really what it is, and then now you're a single mom with a kid, and now you're pretty much just free cheeks for any man who can pretty much get some. That's just the reality of things.
I'm divorced. I have 2 kids. The last thing I want to be is divorced with 2 kids and 30. That's
oh my
crazy.
God.
But we're gonna be 30. We have 2 more years left.
I know.
I have 3.
So what you doing for these 2 years? You gonna be a hoe?
I have to do a hoe.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Oh no, you said you married young and you have your 2 kids already and you're divorced. Isn't that what divorced people do after that?
Just sleep around and have fun. I feel like I haven't been a hoe yet, but I might have it in me a little bit later.
Comment your thoughts about this situation. Like if you liked the video. Also follow all my socials, link in the description. Like I always say, I make it easy. It's just the RD sofa. Stick it up onto the next video. And we're about to reach 1.5k. I appreciate the support as well. Thank you for watching the video. And until then, I'll see you again.